So at this point, the kids have written their narrative from their small moment, and now it's time to teach them how to go back and add details into their stories. I like to relate this to a sundae. So, would you rather have one scoop of vanilla ice cream, or would you rather have an ice cream fudge sundae with sprinkles and chocolate fudge and cherries and whipped cream? And then I relate that to them and their stories. So, do you want a boring story with no sprinkles or details? Or do you want a super exciting story with lots of details and sprinkles and chocolate fudge? So, to teach them how to do this, I will start with the sentence. So, for example, I'm going to click to the next slide, and we're going to start with a simple sentence. The dog walked. And I'm going to point out to them, this is so boring. You don't know what the dog looks like. You don't know where he went. What was he doing? So, step one, start with your sentence. Step two, start with the noun. I always like to start with the noun because it's the easiest thing to describe. So, ask them, what's the noun in the story? It's the dog. So, the big brown dog walked. I can tell them to tell me the color, the size, the shape, anything they want to tell me about this dog. What kind of dog is it? Step three, tell me where. So you've told me the dog walked. You've told me the dog was big and brown. But where did he go? So in the sentence, I'm going to add to it, the big brown dog walked in the park. Step four, tell me when. The dog walked. We know he's walked. We know he was big and brown in the park, but when was he walking in the park? So I added, this morning the big brown dog walked in the park. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to have the students try. I have these sentences on sentence strips, and I'll give each student or each group of students a sentence, and they're going to have to start with a noun, tell me where, tell me when, and just really try to beef up their sentences. I'll then have the students, then I'll have the students share their sentences. So with the next group, and have them try to beef up the next sentence. So after they've practiced and practiced and shared their sentences, they're going to go back to their stories, and they're going to try to beef up their sentences. They're going to make it a sundae. Then I'm just going to have the students share their before sentence and then their after sentence.